Live from downtown Detroit, Local 4 News at 6 starts now.
The worst fears for a parent realized. A 2-year-old girl just wandering away, lost in the woods.
I didn't lose hope, but I went through that night without her.
This time, the best case scenario came through. But for her mother, it was 24 hours of torture.
Never wish this upon anyone.
Yeah, off the top tonight at 6, we may never know exactly where Gabriella Vitale went or what she encountered overnight in the woods up north.
But tonight, her family is expressing their overwhelming relief at having her back safe and sound. The toddler went missing around 8:15 Monday morning, wandering away from her family's campsite up north. Then around 6 o'clock, Gabriella's jacket was found several hundred yards from where she had last been seen.
Wasn't until Tuesday morning police got a call from some people staying at a nearby residence saying the little girl had wandered up to their front porch. And tonight she is reunited with her family in Monroe County. Coco McAvoy got a chance to talk with them about how all this played out. Strange as it is to say, Coco, they must feel very lucky.
Lucky and blessed. The family has a strong faith in God and believes divine intervention helped bring Gabriella back to them safely. She only has a few bumps and bruises, and the family is so thankful.
Everybody's just happy you're back, honey.
Little Gabriella is one tough 2-year-old, now home with her family in Monroe after a camping trip in Oscoda County that still haunts her mother, Alyssa Bijaro.
Never wish this upon anyone.
Alyssa says Gabriella has autism and loves exploring. So while the family was packing up from their camping trip, Gabriella wandered off into the deep woods.
When she was out there and she was in the woods, I knew she wouldn't stop. I knew she would just keep going, and that's what she did.
Gabby was lost. Her family, police, and volunteers searched frantically for her.
No, I didn't lose hope, but I went through that night without her, and it's nothing I've never experienced.
After more than 24 hours, the family got the good news. Gabriella was safe at a cabin 100 yards from their campsite.
Her just popping out of the woods and finding that house, and it's all God's doing.
And the family believes it was God who watched over Gabriella the entire time, keeping her safe.
It was God's blessing. It was God over everything.
Gabriella was reunited with her mom yesterday, a moment forever etched into Alyssa's mind.
And we all seen her and hugged her and fell apart. Just glad to see her.
And relieved after an emotional experience.
And this could happen to anyone. It literally takes 2 seconds.
Now, Gabby is back, safe and sound. And that's all the Bijaro family can ask for.
Love you.
And Gabriella was sent to the hospital, and the doctors checked her vitals and said everything looked good. And the family had so many people that they wanted to thank. Of course, all the volunteers, law enforcement. So we put a clip on our website, clickondetroit.com, with their full thank you. Back to you.
Gosh, so happy that it turned out this way.
She is clearly one tough cookie.
Really?
She just came through it. It's an amazing story. All right, Coco. Well, let's turn our attention now to what's going on outside. A little less dramatic, but it could be dangerous here the next couple days.
You're right. Let's check in with Ben. The humidity, Ben, so relentless.
That's it, Kim and Devin. And you know, when this is as good as it gets, you know you're in for it this weekend. 89 right now. We did actually touch 90 earlier today. So this is likely going to be the first of 5 days straight that we do that. Heat index readings already in the low and mid 90s here in the metro and south zone. And of course, it's the triple-digit heat index readings that we're worried about going forward. Add to that the severe risk, which shows up tomorrow. It's marginal, but it pretty much encompasses everybody. And we've got an air quality alert, so the ozone's going to be bad at the ground level, and that's going to mean breathing problems for folks who are susceptible to that. There is a lot to worry about as we get into this upcoming weekend. So keep us close to the local forecasters app as we head towards the worst of this heat. You can get interactive radar, severe weather alerts, and a lot more in the palm of your hand. Download it for free in your app store by searching WDIV. Devin?
All right, Ben, concern in Highland Park tonight after several homes are found to have elevated levels of lead and copper. This spring, the city conducted water testing on 36 homes, and 9 of those homes were found to have these elevated levels. The average results for the 9 homes tested, nearly 3 times higher than the standard limit. Water Department Director urged residents to remain calm but cautious.
We have no reason to believe that we are in a state of emergency, but we do know that we are ultra sensitive to this issue, and so that's, we want to make sure that we're communicating properly with everyone, but we still want to be calm about this and let everybody know that we have a plan, that there's information out there, and that everybody is not contaminated.
Now, the state will also be out conducting testing tomorrow morning. And to know it's no longer just Flint with lead in the water has been upsetting to many. That leaves the question, what do you do about it? Well, for some answers, we bring in Rod Maloney, who's been investigating how you can find some peace of mind. Rod.
Well, Devin, here in Highland Park tomorrow, they're going to be getting bottled water and filters here at the fire station. And a lot of other people would like to get out ahead of this and know specifically what they've got coming out of their tap. It's not an easily answered question. We spent a lot of time on the phone today, a lot of differing agencies, and there are some secrets to what you should do if you want to get some testing done. Let's take a look. Southeast Michigan watched in horror as Flint's lead levels spiked and the state dropped the ball in managing the situation. In the back of their minds, many Michiganders wondered, is this a bigger problem?
How I go about it and how much lead is in my water.
Does the city do it, or do you have to call the county?
Homes built before 1980 probably have a lead service line from the street to the house, and it's the main cause of the trouble, we're told. The stopgap measure in Highland Park is to run the water for about 2 to 5 minutes before using it. Residents who want their water tested, we're told, should call the entity where they pay their water bill and ask if they can get lead testing. Some communities will offer those tests for free. The state of Michigan offers testing for a full spectrum of concerns, and you can get test kits from the State Department of Environment, and the kits are sent to your home. If you're on a well, you too can get test kits from the state of Michigan.
I'm getting ready to talk to my husband.
Yeah, nobody knows. Sometimes it tastes funny, you're not sure. I mean, we usually drink it out of the fridge. It tastes a little better, but it's filtered.
So there are a lot of people who might want to get out ahead of this even faster. You can get private testing done. You end up having to pay for that. Something like $18 to $20 per test is what we're told is the answer. If you want to find out where specifically to go for those tests, we have a list with a PDF of dozens of companies that do it here in the state of Michigan. It's on the website clickondetroit.com. Reporting live in Highland Park, Rod Maloney, Local 4.
You bet. All right, Rod.
A man accused of trying to steal a truck at a gas station that's next to a police station was in court today. 22-year-old Hussein Foxworth pleaded not guilty to carjacking. The alleged carjacking happened over the weekend at the Marathon on Biddle in Wyandotte. That's right across the street from the Wyandotte Police Department. Police say Foxworth was stopped by the victim and an off-duty police officer, but not before a fight over the truck.
The defendant jumped into the victim's truck and started to drive away. The victim jumped into the truck and got the truck stopped, where a struggle ensued.
Judge gave Foxworth a $500,000 bond. He's expected back in court next week.
The House today condemned the president for his tweets about 4 congresswomen of color, including Michigan's Rashida Tlaib. But as our Mara McDonald reports from Capitol Hill tonight, a resolution on impeaching the president is slow to develop.
That condemnation out of the House last night really has no teeth. It simply is all about symbolism. But what's coming up tonight? Well, that's a different matter.
The House may have just passed that condemnation resolution about the president, but the impeachment resolution is an entirely different affair.
I'm one who supports an impeachment inquiry because I think it provides some order to the process, and I think the president certainly is deserving of that sort of an inquiry.
That said,
so whatever happens today, it won't result in impeachment of the president. Congressman Green knows that, and so I don't think it's productive.
Representative Green from Texas is introducing this on his own. He has done so before, and while impeachment is popular among some Democrats.
From day one, I've been saying, look, we have to hold him accountable, that these are impeachable offenses, not following through on congressional subpoenas, misleading the United States Congress and the American people.
And the Twitter war of words between the president and the so-called squad of 4 progressive Democrats isn't seeming to cool off. You have plenty lamenting.
The far extremes of the parties are defining the debate, are dragging the discussion off to the corner, off to the wilderness, and everything's falling through the cracks in the middle.
We are in Washington, D.C. at the Capitol. I'm Mara McDonald, Local 4.
All right, Mara, we can expect much more on that conflict coming up on NBC Nightly News at 6:30.
Lester joins us live from New York with a look at that story and other stories as well. Hi, Lester.
Yeah, a lot ahead for us, Devin and Kim. Tonight, the newly surfaced party video of Donald Trump and Jeffrey Epstein offering a new glimpse into their relationship. Also, it's the fun app that's taken social media by storm, letting people see their younger and older selves, but also raising some privacy concerns that we'll get into.
Yeah, we've been having fun with that Face app today, too. But, Lester, it seems everybody who's used it is now rushing to read the fine print that they agreed to.
Yeah, I don't want to see what I look like older, but yes, you're right. The Russian company who owns the app says the work is done on private servers. But the photos do end up in the cloud. They say they get deleted at some point. But there are some other warnings that folks are sounding, and we'll have that for you this evening.
Yeah, we look forward to it. Certainly a lot of laughs, though, in the newsroom. Did you do it? I didn't do it.
Yes, of course, but always a string attached. Exactly right.
That's
All right, Lester, we'll see you in about 20 minutes.
All right, still ahead, getting a crash course from the cops.
It's like a mini boot camp, a mini police academy for 10 to 12-year-olds. But why is the Shelby Township Police Department hoping that these kids could become police officers?
Plus, thieves operating in the dark of night can't avoid the eye of this camera. What they took from a home in Macomb County when we come back.
Number 1 at 4, 5, 6, and 11. Metro Detroit's #1 news website, Local 4 and Click on Detroit.